done moment. So we're gonna talk about in this video, real quick, real brief. I find this to be like a hot topic of discussion every time I'm talking to people about credit repair and stuff like that. This video is about monitoring services, right? So who are you using to monitor and track your credit report? Okay. So whoever, if you're watching this for the first time, the first thing in your brain that probably popped up was Credit Karma. And I'll talk about that at the end as to why that's a big no bueno. And that's the worst platform that you can ever use to monitor your credit. But diving right in. So as a consumer, right, as an individual like me and you are entitled, or you're given the opportunity to take advantage of a free credit report every single year for free, right? And if you go to annualcreditreport.com, right, .annualcreditreport.com, you're gonna go and it's a free report, absolutely free. So you get a copy of all three of your major credit report. You get a copy of all three major bureau reports. That's Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, absolutely free. The great thing about annualcreditreport.com that a lot of people don't talk about is it's the most comprehensive report you're ever gonna get. You know what I'm saying? On any other platform. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is they're gonna have your aliases, your names, the last dates of employment, your phone numbers, your addresses. It's gonna give you your hard inquiries, all the accounts that have been in your name. It's gonna even give you a breakdown of all of your soft inquiries, right? So soft inquiries are those inquiries that they don't affect your credit score, but again, a lot of companies pull your credit, pull a soft pull in order to solicit you for like new credit cards or promotions in the mail. So if any of us received like a pre-approved letter in the mail for a credit card, they sent you that pre-approval based on a soft pull that they did on your credit report, and they're legally able to do that because, companies buy and sell information all the time. So, that's, if anybody's wondering, how do I get these pre-approvals? How do I get all these offers in the mail? These companies are doing soft pulls, and it's going to show up on your annualcreditreport.com report. It shows right at the bottom, every company, everyone that's pulled your credit on the soft side. So annualcreditreport.com, real big, real huge, most comprehensive report you're ever going to have, you're ever going to get, absolutely free. So you get, one free report every year. I think during this time right now, they're allowing you to do it monthly, or I think even weekly. They're allowing you to pull it because there's so many people that have errors on their credit report that you can constantly just check and refresh. So don't quote me on that. I think it's once a week or once a month, but it's definitely more than once a year like they had it during this time right now. So definitely take advantage of that. Check your report, print them out, download them, go through them with a fine-tooth comb, highlight any inaccuracies, and then, get your process ready to dispute any information that may be inaccurate or erroneous. So annualcreditreport.com is the go-to for your free credit report. In terms of actual monitoring it on your app, on a website, or with another company on a monthly basis. So annualcreditreport.com is not a monitoring service. It's where you're going to go to get your free credit report to see exactly what's on there. But now that you know what's on there, now you want to monitor that, right? You want to monitor it on a monthly basis. So me personally, and I'm not affiliated with none of these companies, I'm just giving you what I use personally and what's worked for me is Experian. So Experian, if you go to Experian.com, you're able to monitor all three of your credit reports through the Experian platform. And these are all FICO scores. These are not, scores generated based on any other model. So they're going to be the most accurate scores that you're going to have, like up to date. So I recommend Experian because I personally use them and I've had a lot of success. It's easy to understand. The reporting, you can dispute online. They have that available as well if you want to dispute online. So they have, a multitude of things that you can do on the Experian platform, for user friendly. Now, if you don't want to go with Experian, a lot of people use Identity IQ. So you can use that as well. All of these, you have to subscribe to. They come with a monthly service. I think it's like $19.99 or like $30 or $29.99, depending on if you get one report or all three. But it's definitely worth the investment of $30-40 a month. Think about what you spend it on. You probably spend it on Starbucks coffee or Dunkin' Donuts coffee, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely worth the $40 or $30 to monitor your credit, because at the end of the day, credit is king. Credit's a new dollar. Credit's a new currency. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about, a monitoring service, right? Think about accuracy. Think about, making sure that when you log in, you have the most up-to-date score, right? It's nothing that's outdated. It's nothing that's like, just think about accuracy and peace of mind. So when you check it, you know that, okay, this is what it is. And it's not like you're playing a guessing game when you're checking your credit score. And you also can utilize the Bureau websites. So if you go to Experian.com, you can monitor your Experian through Experian.com. If you go to TransUnion.com, you can monitor your TransUnion through TransUnion.com. And the same thing with Equifax, right? So you can also monitor your credit reports through the actual Bureau sites, right? So that's another way that you can monitor, right? Again, these sites I've put up here because I'm familiar with them, I've utilized them, and then when it comes in terms of like accuracy and up-to-date information, they're the best, in my opinion, to use. Other people may think otherwise, but from my personal experience and the results that I'm getting in my company, I have my clients use these websites. And in terms of like reading the reports and, the way they break down the information, it's just a lot, in my opinion, it's a lot more streamlined. So just keep that in mind. There's a bunch of other monitoring sites out there that you can choose. I'm just giving you what I utilize now and in the past that have worked for me. And Credit Karma, last but not least, I say the best for last is what they say. So Credit Karma is no bueno for a multitude of reasons. So one, Credit Karma is a free service, which is why everybody subscribes to them, right? And they only give you free information on your TransUnion and your Equifax, right? But how many of you have looked at your Credit Karma score and went to a dealership and it's like totally off, right? It's either 30 or 40 points to the negative, right? So if they're reporting 650, you're like at a 610 or 600, and you're like, what? Credit Karma says this, yeah? And there's a reason for that. So because in life, it's like everything else in life, right? You get what you pay for. So, if you're signing up for a free service, don't expect to get the most up-to-date, accurate information and all that good stuff, right? And another reason why your score is never accurate and there's a big discrepancy is because Credit Karma operates on the Vantage 3.0 scoring model. So once you log into your Credit Karma, when you see the two, charts there with your TransUnion and your Equifax and your score in the middle, it'll say right underneath, it'll say Vantage 3.0, okay? So they're not using the FICO model, right? So Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, if you were to monitor your credit report through Experian.com and do all three, that's giving you the FICO score. The FICO score is what the banks utilize to approve you, yay or nay, right? They don't use the Vantage 3.0 model. So Credit Karma uses a different scoring model, hence the different scores that you get, hence the discrepancies you get when you go to apply for, auto loan or mortgage if you're using just solely Credit Karma. And another thing about Credit Karma is you can't check your Experian, right? So the bureau that the lenders utilize most, because all the lenders, 90% of them use your Experian, right? So the bureau that they utilize the most and they pull from to take the information is the bureau that's not even on there. Okay, so that's another no bueno, right? So if anything, I'd rather, if you can't afford all three, I definitely subscribe to the Experian because 90% of lenders are using the Experian. Experian is the biggest bureau in the world. So 90% of lenders are pulling from there. So it behooves you to at least subscribe minimum to Experian and monitor that one. I recommend all three. I think it's well worth the investment to make sure that your credit is up to par, legit, always spicy, always looking great. Because again, credit's a new dollar, it's a new currency. It ain't going nowhere. Into the future, it's looking, they're going into digital currencies. Credit's going to take over. So understanding how it works, how to build it, how to repair it or restore it, absolutely critical information. I'm going to be dropping those jewels on this channel. If this video has helped you in any way, if it's expanded your mind, if it's expanded your awareness, please hit like, subscribe, share, comment. Share this with somebody that might need this information. You yourself might need it. Show me some love. Hit the like button. That will allow the YouTube algorithm to push it out to other people and get this information out there. I know there's a lot of people out here doing videos on credit, but having a credit repair company and sharing my tips and tricks on how I have success with clients, I think is gonna provide everybody with a different perspective. I think a lot of individuals just, read a book or they go through YouTube University and they just regurgitate this information. I'm actually in the trenches doing it day in and day out, and I'm gonna bring that information to you guys so that you can help fix your own situation. So again, if this was helpful in any way, please hit like, subscribe, comment, share. If you have any questions, you can DM me at my Instagram, Danny_Rodriguez_617, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I hope everyone's healthy. Stay well. I'll catch you in my next video. Peace.